He's a millionaire who should be a billionaire. You know why he's not a billionaire? Get my good side. Get my good side. Yeah. Good side? Yeah. Okay. Nothing wrong with simple shapes. Okay. On with the list of possible catchphrases. Oh my stars and biscuits. Frappuccino Bambino. I regret my financial standing. Ooh, consequences are for later. Life has many doors, Ed boy. The following opinion has been approved by your government. I thank you for this etchy. Whoa, hey, his arms are locked. German suplex. You're in line for a meta beat bopping. Somebody stop that man. Example. There's almost no circumstance I cannot improve with a laser beam. An unbrushed tooth is the first sign of the vapors. Intelligence is dangerous, artificial or otherwise. Attention, Earther dregs. Surrender the stolen warbot, or we vaporize this city. You are no match for the Glorft. Airbender tactics, baby. Avoid and evade. Well, now I know, and knowing is growing. I don't need it. I do not need. I'll make your ankle hurt. Ankle hurt. You had plenty money in 1922. I won't live a lie, no matter how attractive you make it. You had plenty money in 1922. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring. That's that dressing. Givenchy. Nigga, God bless you. No rush. A slow touch. Marriage. I say marriage is forever. Why are you rushing? Mina, I don't believe in such. Impromptu Tour de France. All of a Sunday. Put the booty on the camera. If you have no friends, if you have no family, you always have the government. Put the titties on the camera. You think I want to be okey-doked? On the ladder of stupidity. Put the coochie on the camera. Put the coochie on the camera. My name is Thromnambula, granter of wishes. If you wish for a cake, it will be delicious. I feel cheated. I've been baited, duped, conned, swindled, run amok, led astray, okey-doked, bamboozled, and even worse, flim-flammed. I've been hoodwinked. Origin story. Alright, I'll try this one. I'm here. If I'm here, then I'm on my last resort. If I'm here, talent is in short supply. Skill is not a factor. My last resort, by the way, is running my mouth. Draw my mouth big so I can run it more. The most important thing is being handsome. Make sure I'm handsome. Yeah, make me tall. Give me a six-pack. My image should invoke action shows. When people see me, they should have no problem seeing me fight. I should look like a skilled combatant. There should be no doubt that I can deliver a meta beat boppin', and I should look perfectly pampered, styled, and photogenic. Make me look like a heartthrob. You know, I'm making all these demands. I need a mech. Yeah. The mech must have Mega 6 LR hands. Megas hands. What a dope show. That show being discontinued and then forgotten as a tax write-off will forever have me giving the side eye to the business side of Cartoon Network. I never want to speak negatively about Cartoon Network, but oh, the world could have had a season 3 of Mega 6 LR, but business got in the way. Lousy suit and tie slime got in the way. I want to know if the Gloft ever defeat, or if the Gloft are ever defeated. Does Kiva ever get back to her section of the timeline? If she does, now I have to wonder what form of time travel Mega 6 LR operates on. Is it the Dragon Ball Z form of time travel, where changes that you make don't affect the section of the timeline you come from? So if you are from the future, you go to the past, you make changes, but it doesn't affect your future. Meaning that if the Gloft are defeated in the Coop timeline and Kiva manages to get back to her timeline, it would still be a timeline where the Gloft had ruled, and all of the way the culture is formed, the way the technology is, the people's rationalities and mentalities all affected by having been attacked by the Gloft. You know, it works the same way Future Trunks had to defeat Cell and the androids in his time. You know, after he helped the Z fighters in the timeline that the viewers usually follow, he still had to go back and defeat them again in his own timeline. Does Mega 6 LR's time travel work that way? A question that could have been answered in a season 3, but Suit and Tie Slime got in the way. The other possibility for the time travel, for how time travel works in Mega 6 LR, is that whatever you do in the past does affect the future, which means if Kiva... Oh no, I was going to say if Kiva defeats the Gloft, if Kiva, the Coop, and them defeat the Gloft in Coop's timeline, and then Kiva gets back to hers, well, nothing would... I don't know how much would change, because in Coop's timeline, the Gloft that they're fighting are also time travelers. Meaning, as long as you defeat them once, Kiva's dream is accomplished, and she just has to get back to her section of the timeline. But it will still... Oh, but if we go with this version where whatever you do in the past does affect the future, then Kiva can get back to her timeline. And the future, it would be very different, because the Earth would know... I'm jumbling over my words. The Earth would know of giant mech technology. There's no way they wouldn't try to make that. Which means by that time, the Gloft that haven't time traveled yet launch their attack on Earth, the Earth would have already experienced mech attacks and probably have their own. See, this is all... Cartoon Network, I want the season 3 of Mega 6 LR, damn it. At least I got to see, the story of Samurai Jack get finished with that season 5. I'm grateful we got that season 5 of Samurai Jack. India, Hotel, Delta, Echo, The Shield. I was reading the comic book series Nightclub, and that comic book presents, presents an interesting question. Would you be willing to do the things vampires do? Because this story is about vampires, and people end up choosing whether or not to be vampires, but they don't take the lifestyle into consideration. The good side, you get super strength, heightened speed. You can turn into a colony of bats when you're trying to escape a shaky situation. There's benefits, there's cool sides to it. Slowed aging, or maybe you don't age anymore at all. Dope. But you also have all the negatives that come with being a vampire. If you're in the sunlight, that means your body will be engulfed in flames. If you can't enter any place of worship, otherwise, again, you burst in flames and die. You also can't enter anyone's house without permission. You can't cross any body of water. So any lake, any stream, any river, any ocean, you're not crossing that. So any plans you had for an overseas vacation, that's the end of that. Whatever island or continent you are on, that's where you stay if you become a vampire there. There's no I want to take a quick trip to Jamaica. There's no I want to experience I want to experience life on the other side of the world. No. Wherever you became a vampire, that's where you stay. You better like that place a lot, because that's where your eternity is going to be. Your eternity with no sunshine. I already don't want to be a vampire. What's the point of never being in the sun again? And all those people who like to go on vacations to sunny beaches. That's the end of that if you're a vampire. There's absolutely none of that if you're a vampire. If you're doing business internationally, you're not anymore. That's thrown away. No more international business for you. Unless you're on a continent, a big continent, then cool. You can still travel. You can travel on land, but as soon as anything's overseas, you're canceling those plans. Now can you dig that, sucker?